In Don't Do It news, submitted by The Ferminator, a viral Area 51 joke prompted a warning from the U.S. Air Force.
Yes! I hope this happens.
That a horde of people go and they all get blasted by bullets?
That's literally what's happened.
There was this Facebook event created called Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us for September 20th.
It was a petition too, right?
As far as I know, it was a Facebook event that started it. So then, right now, there's like 2 million people, or like 1.6 million people saying like, yeah, we're gonna be there.
It was 1.2 when I first saw it. That's crazy.
So is there is it actual location address?
It's Area 51.
Area 51 in Nevada.
You never heard of Area 51?
I've heard of Area 51, but I didn't know there was an actual address you can go to.
Yeah, he's probably thinking like it's a top secret government facility with no address.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, there might not be an address, but there could be GPS coordinates.
Oh.
Yeah, so there is like a center where you can, for like visitors, but not necessarily like they don't accept people to like have a tour and all that stuff because they're saying that this is an actual Air Force base where they do testing and stuff. So they're saying like, this is an open training range for the U.S. Air Force, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come into the area where we train American armed forces. The U.S. Air Force always stands ready to protect America and its assets.
Oh my gosh.
Said the Air Force.
That's like, that's saying in a nice way, you come here, we will fucking roast the fuck out of you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's these.
And that's what I'm scared of.
There's these memes.
Yeah, I've only been seeing the
around.
memes. I didn't realize the.
It's like, here's one. Me and the boys getting back from Area 51.
That's fucking funny.
That was Chalina, huh?
Old Town Raid.
Like Old Town Raid. And then even Danny Trejo.
Fuck, that's tight.
Why is it all Mexicans?
Nevada, like,
Oh.
Because we're the ones that are the crazy.
That are gonna do it?
we're the illegal
We
aliens.
have the right to know if there's fucking aliens.
Hey,
Gotta
pun.
be the only ones.
They give too much. They give too much warning. They'll hide all the alien shit before September 20th.
All right.
Remember Machete? There was a lady with the
Bone up her
corn-
vagina.
No, when they were raiding the thing, the fucking corn guy came, or the paleta guy.
Elote.
Where?
No, on the movie Machete, when they raided the building, the paleta guy was following them.
They even have merch made now. Like, I survived Area 51.
That's crazy.
What was the date of the raid?
September 20th.
So the guy that made
It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet.
No, the guy that made it, he made it as just a joke because he watched the Bob Lazar and Joe
Fucking
Rogan.
love Bob Lazar.
Yeah, Bob Lazar is like a former
You've
employee.
been talking about him.
For like years, for like 5 years.
He's a former employee of the Area 51, and he's like a whistleblower. So he claims, but yeah, and then
Didn't in his like, but he keeps saying that it's not Area 51. He keeps saying it's like Sector 4 or something. So I'm like, why are people so stuck on Area 51?
That's the
He
famous
keeps
one?
telling people it was never there. It's here.
That's fucking funny.
But people
That's
keep
just
going
people.
to Area 51 for some reason.
He's the one that let people know about Area 51. People didn't even know about it before him. He's the one-
Yeah, in 1989.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I think in his interview, he was like, I've been to Area 51. That's where I first started my job. There's no aliens there. Where I saw the aliens was they took me to Sector 4. That's where they
which
are.
is in the hill.
Yeah, and then people keep going, Area 51! And I'm like, are you guys fucking listening? He said, there's no aliens there.
Maybe some people are listening, but the government.
Is like spreading disinformation.
Do you guys think that we actually have alien stuff?
1,000%.
1,000%?
Million.
Didn't the
trillion
UK, like other countries came out and like opened records and like let their public know, but US hasn't done it yet.
Oh wait, what was the?
That there's UFOs, there's like actual UFOs, and I think it was, I can't remember, don't quote me on this, but I feel like it was Brazil and the UK. I don't remember exactly, but they like were basically like, yeah, here's all these records. They've been top secret for a long time, but we think that the public should know.
What makes you so 1,000,000% sure?
I don't know because the because the FBI released the UFO files
And what did they
on
say?
their website.
Yeah.
No, I mean UFO just
Not
means
aliens, but UFOs. Yeah.
Yeah, unidentified
Flying
flying
objects like flying saucers, that kind
There's
of
a lot of actual government reporting on it. Like they filed a lot of unidentified flying objects, and then they released it like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you can read all of it. It's
Or what about aliens then? Because maybe he meant aliens.
They won't straight up say there were aliens. They just said like okay, there were UFOs. We'll give you that.
But that's kind of like aliens then, right? Because if they're like
No.
if there's technology that's out of this world, who made them?
No, I don't know if they're saying that. They're just saying UFOs.
Yeah, they just don't.
But it's unidentified, meaning
Right.
it's something that is not made by Boeing or Northrop
But
Grumman,
it's a
like,
flying
or
object.
any
It
of
could be
those.
something from space that just is like falling.
It could be like
Like a backyard project that someone lifted.
different
Right.
countries,
Yeah.
different countries, military, spying. Like it's unidentified, but
Yeah.
then it's also pretty crazy to have that kind of reports that you read. It's like fucking these saucers are going left and right in a Z formation, and it's 1950 something.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
And there's one, I was watching some documentary where there was this whole town where it was like a big enough craft that it was casting a shadow over their entire town. And there were so many reports about it and it just kind of got covered.
I remember the one where there were lights, like it was like a string of lights that they were lit in like South America or something.
Yeah.
And then like there were so many, and it was like in recent times where people had cell phones and they were like filming it.
I think I remember that one.
It just went away.
I remember seeing a tweet that was like, man, I'm so depressed that there's no aliens. They were like, how do you know? And he's like, because Trump got elected, and if they're aliens, he would have sure tweeted about it already.
Maybe he is an alien.
He looks like one.
He does. I don't know, man. I've seen Stranger Things, and if I had the opportunity to go to Area 1, if like all
51?
of y'all...
51?
What did I say?
Let her go to
Area
Area
one.
1.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Let her go to all 51.
Gio's at Area 1, and
Like,
she's
okay,
like,
nothing at Area 1.
where is everybody?
Nothing at Area
On September 20, she's all like at Area 1.
50 houses down.
oh, fuck. All
The
right.
area's down.
Okay, well,
50 areas down.
so if all of y'all were trying to go there, I'd be like, nah, dude, I saw fucking Stranger Things. I'm not trying to get lost and then find some shit I'm not supposed to find.
Well, that's another dimension. That's not alien.
Yeah.
But what if they
upside down
have that?
world.
What if they like are working on that?
Oh, yeah.
We don't know.
Well,
don't
maybe
know.
it does exist as of right now, but then they're working on accessing it, kind of like Stranger Things. Because they were saying that they based that show off of actual
Reports.
shit, like real life stuff.
So there's a little kid fucking throwing up a bunch of fucking leeches.
Exaggerated, but like
I went to the Upside Down World. Y'all should write a show about it.
Yeah, man. It was lit upside down.
How boring. I wish it was like Rick and Morty. Because the upside down world just looks like a fucking dark bayou.
yeah.
Oh,
Snowy.
yes.
It's all ashy.
Yeah.
Imagine how cool someone invented that laser thing, like go into different dimensions.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That would be cool.
Why do you think aliens exist?
I don't think that they don't exist. Like if they happen, like if one of them lands here and there's like news coverage, I'd be like, oh shit, okay. But then if, like, but I'm not like, nah, that's not true. You
But
know
what,
I mean?
what about with all the sightings from like all over the world, and then like the Bob Lazar guy who's come out on Joe Rogan? Like,
I mean, it could be skewed, so I'm not ever like 100% buying into one of them because there's so many different sides, you know, and I don't know any of them personally, so I can't be like, yes, that's the fucking.
I think that's what, like, if it is a true thing, because I'm like the same as Gio, where I'm like, I feel like it's there, but I don't want to 100% put my belief in it because there is no hard truth. But it does remind me of, you know, the all girls Ghostbuster movie?
Oh, yeah.
Well, in that movie, they were like literally filming the ghost, and people were like, ah, it's CG, or like, ah, it's this, or whatever.
Oh, true.
Like, what if
It could
it's
be that.
been in our face this whole time, but we just refuse to accept it?
Have you guys seen the footage though of like there's a fuck ton of UFO like just footage online now? It's pretty convincing.
But it's so, dude, it's so convincing
Yeah,
too. The technology
right.
we have today that can make those things look convincing.
They can make Obama say the craziest shit now.
Yeah.
But when it's by like ex-government employees or something,
They're disgruntled because they didn't get paid, right?
but there's so many hundreds of them. There's this thing called the Disclosure Project, which are like it's a collection of all these ex-government employees that want to whistleblow, and they did it at the same time because they were afraid to do it alone.
Are they alive still?
I don't know, but this was in the early 2000s.
And
But-
what happened? What'd they find out? Like, what'd they?
No, it was just like a lot of whistleblowers got together to talk at the same time from different government agencies, from anywhere from like CIA to Navy to Air Force, all
Only
of
in
them.
the U.S.
Yeah, and then I think they had this like in Washington D.C., but just one after another, like they would just talk about their experiences with UFOs and all this shit.
Well, there was even an astronaut too that went to the moon or something.
Neil Armstrong.
One of them, yeah. I think it was him. Yeah, he said like there was actual aliens on the moon.
What do you guys think about the argument where they're like, let's say there are aliens and stuff, but then the government thinks that the regular person would trip out too hard and cause.
Well, that's what Bob Lazar actually said. Bob
believe
Lazar said that if he were to go back in time, he wouldn't have made the documentary because he's like the public.
Can't handle
They're not
it.
ready.
They weren't ready for it. He's like, I thought the public had a right to know about this stuff, but it turns out like there's a reason the government doesn't tell them because they are like assholes. Like they just go crazy.
They make
Like,
Facebook fucking groups like that.
They're really crazy, yeah. So he's like, I wish I never would have done it at this point.
We have to invent the neuralizer soon. The Men in Black thing. Yeah.
Oh my god, what is it called?
Neuralizer. But then it seems like a lot of these memes and stuff think the alien race has like advanced technology. So like, do you think? Because there could be aliens, but maybe they're like primitive aliens. Do you think they're primitive aliens, or do you think they're like?
Well, I don't know if I would call every even thing primitive because they made their way out here and they're pretty killing it.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's a portal and they just walk through
It's
it.
not a portal, according to Bob Lazar. There's that element that we don't have on our planet.
Yeah.
That actually they have discovered in the 20 years since he made that, or actually 25, 30 years since he made that original documentary. They've discovered that element. It just wasn't a stable isotope.
Isotope, yeah.
Yeah, and now they just within the past year got a stable version of it. It's only stable for like half a second or whatever, but
Yeah, but they use that to power all their machinery and ships and all
yeah,
that.
because it
Vibranium. That's Black Panther. I've seen that movie.
and it like bends space and time, and that's how they can get from A to B.
See, like, listen, I know why the government doesn't tell us, because even just trying to like wrap my head around that, I'm like, it's just I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Well, if you
You're
took
like, I'd
a
rather
little bit
live
of
in this world.
chemistry,
Just let me have my Instagram. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm like, it's too fucking extreme.
Like Bob Lazar, I listened to his interview on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
It's the details he has are so fucking specific.
Yeah.
It convinces me.
And he's not trying to sell anyone either. He's just like, this is what happened. Like, it ruined my whole life. I wish I never saw anything, but here's how it works, and that's how it is.
see, that's why it doesn't pay to be a tattletale. Doesn't pay. He would have still had his dream job.
Yeah.
He would have been working with aliens. He would have known way more, but he had to quit in the 80s.
Well, no, he didn't quit. So they found he was taking people up to see the UFOs, which was against like protocol.
What?
See, he's a tattletale. Look at this fucking
He
tattletale.
just wanted to share.
I know, right?
And then he got caught. He got caught like showing outsiders.
Yeah.
And so then he had like people on his tail. He thought he was gonna get murdered. So then he made the documentary. Like they ruined his life. They made his wife like they got
Yeah.
divorced, all kinds of
Damn.
shit because he wasn't allowed to say anything. And so he made the documentary to like save
not
his
right,
ass
right?
and also to like let the public know.
Oh, so he wouldn't get like assassinated.
Yeah, because it's like if I got assassinated, like at least
Yeah. See, this is the reason.
Because they could paint him as like a kooky.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then so he was like, oh fuck, I don't want my reputation, who I am, ruined. So he had to like
That's
fix
crazy.
everything as much as he
Yeah.
can.
Well, I
They erased-
appreciate Mr. Bob Lazar, but I also feel like, man, you fucked up, homie. I feel bad for you.
He should have just kept the secret to himself and play with the flying saucers.
I can't even worry about feeling sorry for him. I'm just like, what? Does that exist?
Wouldn't it be cool if like that? Yeah. So we have an element they don't have, and they have elements we don't have. So it's like we start like we're
Trading?
So yeah, like teas like that.
You want some copper?
Yeah. You
want some aluminum?
I think if there are aliens, we're like a petri dish for them. Like they're just doing experiments with us.
Oh, like their
I
job.
don't want to make
Yeah.
contact.
You know.
Either. Just like ghosts, I'm like, if they're real, I just don't want to see them.
Think about it. When an advanced group meets another group, what happens? Colony.
Or
Yeah.